Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Kirk is the motion man. Here comes the jet sweep. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's a designed run. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action for Lawrence. There he goes again. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. A gain of 15 and a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out They reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Opening drive, it's led to this from the 5, 3rd down and goal. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First carry for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. From up and down, just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A second down throw for Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This one caught by Patrick.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Goff to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7. Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for at this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Lawrence now. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now, Etienne. Room to run at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's first and 10. Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Third Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off.
Still 1st down.
Here's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Kevin Zeitler, the vet, guilty that time.
Still 3rd down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Williams in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's caught! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's caught on the side by St. Brown.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, when you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. In motion comes Thomas. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Goff. He's going to run it. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 2nd down, Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Here's the Lions punt team now as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
This is 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. A first down throw for Lawrence. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence now on second down. Now a screen set up for ETN. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The outside complete to Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.